Oh, look how cute Misty is this morning. Oh, she's so sleepy. Good morning, everyone. I'm quickly starting this vlog while getting ready because I'm meeting a friend at the College of Business this morning to study. I am really behind in my homework right now because last week I was trying to figure out all my internship details, but they're finalized and I'm officially interning in Seattle this summer, which is really exciting. But this is going to be another college vlog slash day in my life studying version. I'm going to be showing a lot of studying in this video because, like I said, I have a lot to do today. I have a few lectures to get through. I have some homework to do before my morning class, and I also have to work today. This morning, I woke up, got ready, you saw those clips, and now I'm going to meet my friend Maya to study before my 11 o'clock in-person class. So here's my outfit today. I'm wearing these earrings that are thrifted. This top is from American Eagle, and then I thrifted these jeans, and my socks, my little plant socks, are from Target. And then I'm wearing my chunky shoes from Fila. I've also packed my backpack and my tripod, and so I'm all ready to go. It's so beautiful out this morning. I can hear the birds chirping, and it snowed, so there's fresh powder on the ground. Ah, such a lovely day. The first assignment I completed for the day was studying from Chapter 2 of my book, Contraception: A History. This reading was for my Contraception Throughout European History class that I had that morning, and so I really wanted to review Chapter 2 in depth and take notes so that I would be prepared for the day's discussion. This chapter was really interesting. It basically outlined the religious views of contraception and abortion throughout history and how that impacted women's reproductive health throughout history, and this provided an important context for our lesson on reproductive rights and health for women today. Next, I walked to my European contraception history class. Here are the notes I took in class. We analyzed a controversial song by Mexican singer-songwriter Gloria Trevi and how she questioned traditional notions of contraception. We're done studying. I'm going to work. And Maya's taking my sister to the doctor because she broke her toe. It's been quite an eventful week. As you can see, I finally got videos of me driving the bus and working, so you can kind of see what I do. I was driving the Finkbein Pentecost shift, which basically means I transport hospital workers and students to and from the hospital area and also the downtown university area. It's been a a really crazy day, but I went to class, ate lunch, and studied with Maya for some of the day, and then I just got off work. I went to Target because we had to get some cleaning supplies, and then I went to Dunkin' and treated myself. I know it's crazy that I get iced coffee in the winter. This is my order right now, is an iced coffee even though it's freezing, and toasted coconut swirl with 3 milk. I am headed home now. The rest of the night I'm gonna study, I have a meeting, I'm gonna clean my kitchen. Hopefully it's a really productive night. Little update, if I'm being honest, I didn't get that much more homework done tonight, and from what I did, I didn't film because I cleaned my kitchen, and then for most of the night I've been trying to track an order that I lost in the mail, so hopefully that all resolves itself. I went to my exec meeting for my fraternity and took notes. You saw that in the last clip. Since it's really late and I have to get up at 5:30 for work tomorrow, I'm going to go to bed and update you all in the morning. Morning everyone. So on the previous clips I went to work at 5:30 today, and then I had German class. I didn't film in between because I went straight from work to home, had to shower and make breakfast and then attend class, so I was on kind of a time crunch. I went to class and I'm really behind on homework still for the week, so today's going to be solely dedicated to studying. I'm honestly really stressed, but I'm just going to camp out in the library the entire day and try to get as much done as possible and not be too hard on myself if I can't get everything done. I'm currently making pasta for lunch so that I can take it to go to the library, and I'm meeting my friend Maya there again, and we're gonna study. I'm gonna attend my discussion section there, and hopefully I'll be very productive today. My outfit for the day, this top again is thrifted. I really like it, especially because my favorite color is yellow. These high-waisted jeans are from Madewell, and then I'm wearing my little gray sweater because it's super cold out. I'm wearing the same earrings as yesterday. This necklace is from my grandma. So I decided to just throw my hair up in a claw clip because it's still wet from my shower and I have to go outside, so I don't want it to look too crazy. As you can see, I then proceeded to tidy up my room and make my bed, just make everything fresh, and then I took a bus to the library to meet my friend Maya to study. She's joining a class right now and I'm distracting her. While Maya attended her Zoom class, I decided to get some homework done, so I multitasked and watched a documentary for my comm class, while I read and took notes for my German linguistic class. This chapter is particularly interesting because it outlined the dialects in Germany and how they differ phonetically from each other, and I really learned a lot from the chapter. Next, I read an article for my sexual communications discussion that I had that day. As you can see, I enjoy reading articles by importing them into GoodNotes and then highlighting them. I find this a lot more interactive and that I retain the information a lot better when I annotate this way. For the remaining time before my discussion class, I decided to catch up on some lectures in my sexual communications course from last week that I missed, just to make sure I retained all the information for our bi-weekly quiz that we have this week. In this course right now, we are learning about gender roles. More specifically, in this lecture, we reviewed gender roles within advertisements. My professor showed a variety of advertisements in the lecture that aren't pictured here, but we had to analyze them and talk about how they portrayed toxic masculinity, objectified women, and overall how they are harmful to identities in society. I hope you enjoy this lengthier, satisfying compilation of my notes. I found taking notes really soothing today, especially amongst all the stress I've had surrounding school, and just really allowed me to absorb the information and appreciate my education rather than stress over all the assignments I had to complete. Trying to block. So we moved from the library to a dorm to study and we got food, and now I'm so distracted and haven't been studying, but I'm gonna get back on it. I also went to class. That's my life right now. My plan for the rest of the night was to finish the entire course module for my class Trauma and Resiliency. This included 3 separate readings and several lectures. I believe there were 4, 2 videos, and then finally I had to conclude with a discussion post reviewing the information I had learned for the week. Here I am doing the first reading and taking extensive notes. This reading was about historical trauma and intergenerational trauma and basically how it transmits throughout generations through DNA. It was extremely interesting. I like to take my notes side by side in GoodNotes, where half the page is my textbook so that I can highlight key passages, and then the other half of the page I reserve for my note taking, where I highlight and use the zoom in feature so that my notes are more neat. Here are my finalized notes from the first reading. The next article I read was a pretty dense scientific article. It outlined a study done on mice that basically proved that when one witnesses or experiences a traumatic event, Their cortisol levels can alter their DNA and basically alter their genetics, and this can be passed on throughout generations. While this article had a lot of scientific jargon, it basically proved that intergenerational trauma is a real phenomenon, and so are epigenetics, and that people are really affected by trauma, even if it happened to their ancestors. Next, I watched the 4 brief lectures in this module. Basically, they summarized the information from the dense readings and videos so that all the information was more digestible and easier to comprehend. Here are my finalized notes from my lectures. Despite me taking them quickly, I'm actually really proud of how they turned out. Finally, I submitted my discussion post reviewing the information I learned from the week. Finally home, I changed into my PJ. I wound up finishing the entire module for my trauma and resiliency class, which is way more than I expected to get done today, so I'm super proud of myself. Overall, it was a really fun and productive day. It was nice to get out of the house finally and go study in some different places. And I just overall felt really productive and enjoyed what I learned today. I'm going to be ending my vlog here. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!